Close your eyes. Drop your lids, eyelids. Sit erect with spine and neck erect in one line. The spine is kind of perpendicular to the mat on which you're sitting. Hands to the heart center. And look inwards, listen inwards. Bring your attention to the breath. Notice that the body is breathing. Somebody needs to mute, please. Relax your thighs. Let the torso relax, the chest relax, let the shoulders relax. Relax the scalp, the forehead, cheeks, ears, upper lip, lower lip, chin. Let all the tension go. Let it go. Let it just be. Exhale fully. Inhale with Ujjayi. Inhale deep. Sarvepi sukhina santu. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukhamapnuyat. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. And gently put the soft part of your palms on the eyelids. And look deep. Okay. Um, so today we are going to do Yin Yoga. It's it's a westernized term. Mainly, what I would say is it's more traditional. It's you're holding the poses for a longer time, and it's more mental than physical, and it's kind of mind over matter. So when you are in these poses, uh, try to observe the body and observe the mind as though you're not part of it, you're detached from that. And the second thing I would like to bring it in is when you're going in the pose or when you're coming out of the pose, observe the body is moving. Observe that movement with complete awareness. And what that will allow is to see the body is not you. You can literally see the body kind of fading away from your own existence. So I think that will be a good exercise to introduce today. And we always kind of do that, but in the Yin Yoga especially, it becomes really important. And relax, and as the more you relax, the more the body is going to come into the pose. It will go deeper into the pose. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get on to the mat, and we're going to we'll probably time every pose. I think that should be good. And keep your blocks and belt with you so that we're not grappling to grab them. Okay, so I'm going to use my timer. So we'll start to warm up the body a little bit so that we are, so come to tabletop, excuse me, and rock back and forth if you can. Let's wake up the body. It's early morning, at least here. Probably not in Columbus or elsewhere. So let's rock it. And put your hands out a little bit. And move your feet a little bit wider. And so you start getting the stretch in your back. Keep rocking. And synchronize with the breath. So when you collapse your body, exhale. Inhale. Exhale up there. Inhale. Exhale down here. And becoming. And then get up on your feet and see if you want to rock back and forth like this. And observe the body doing this. It's going to be a little bit difficult at this time to maintain the bodily awareness. I don't think you guys can hear me properly. Can you hear me? My Bluetooth, I think, is not connected. Let me just check real quick.
Oh, it's perfectly fine, Amit.
It is?
Very good, in fact, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, because I thought my Bluetooth is not connected. Okay.
It's perfectly fine.
Great, perfect. Okay, so keep rocking. Take a breath. And from Adho Mukha Svanasana to Sarpasana. From Adho Mukha Svanasana to Sarpasana. And then from Adho Mukha Svanasana, we're going to make a dive, like an airplane lands. You know how it lands? Like this. And then go up. This will be a little bit tougher on your hands, on your biceps, triceps. And come up. And come up. And then Spread your feet apart. Your knees apart, like mat width apart. Connect your toes at the back and come to Balasana and relax. And relax here. I think we got the heart rate pretty good going. And then let's do it one more time. Let's get up. Spread your feet apart this time, as wide as the mat. And see if you can form a nice 90 degrees between your body and your legs, between your upper body and the legs. And see if you can swing like this. Push your hips in the other direction. And again, airplane landing and coming up. Going back, airplane landing and coming up. Very good. Okay, and then put your knees down and relax. Okay, so I think we've warmed up the body pretty good. We're going to start the exercise today with what you call that Baddha Konasana, but with using the wall. Okay, Baddha Konasana is something that we can do right here. I'm going to put you right here in the front, facing downward, and I think you can see this better. There you go. Now, come back to the wall like this. And then yesterday we did with Sushil ji the Utkatasana. So I was going to build on that, which I normally practice. So lean onto the wall and bend your knees slightly. Okay, so let's see if we can start the stopwatch here. Okay, and we come back to Utkatasana. So spread your feet a little bit apart. And then keep sliding down and relax. And push against the wall so that you form a nice 90 degree like this. Okay, so body, your thighs, and your feet. And your shin is perpendicular to the mat. And you just sit as though there is a chair and you relax here. And just observe the breath, observe the breath. And we'll stay here for about 30 seconds more. This is a good endurance exercise. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and let go. Push against the wall and then come to standing position. Okay, so now you're standing and bring your feet together. And we did this last time, so we're going to do that again. So lean forward. Make sure your bummy is touching at the wall back there. And you're about 2.5 feet away from the wall, the feet, the front of the feet. Okay, so keep your hands on your capella, on the knees, and then bend forward. And stay here. And then if you want to bring your hands down on your shin, but make sure the back is parallel to the ground. And we'll stay here for some time. You can close your eyes because you're fully supported by the wall at the back. And make a deep dive inside. You can let your head go if you want, let it drop, but don't round your back off. And you can use the shin support if you want to lean on it. Put pressure on your shin so it will not allow the legs to bend. And relax here. And feel the heat developing at the back of your hamstrings. Feel that heat. And come to the realization that the body is in an awkward position a little bit. Observe the heat and bring your attention to the big toe and start making an upward journey from the toe to your feet, to your ankles. Observe the entire foot, the soles of your feet. Be there at the sole of your feet. Be under your own body and feel the contact between the mat and the soles of the feet. Feel all that. Realize the ball of the foot. See where more tension is. See where there is more pressure. Is the pressure more on the heels or on the ball of your foot? And then move up to the ankles and observe the shin internally. Don't open your eyes. Internally make a journey. And realize that the hands are on the shin. Look at every little contact point there. And slowly, 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 slowly move your hands up to your capella for your knees. Grab that and then move backward. Okay. Now my feet are about 9 inches from the heel to the wall, and I'm going to sit down. I'm going against the wall, and then I'm sitting down. And grab your both the ankles, I mean your knees, and your grab a nice your elbows and cup them, and then pull the knees towards you. And what is this going to do is going to uh, basically stretch your back at the back. All right. So the more you'll pull this towards you, the entire spine of the back is going to get stretched and strengthened as well as elongated. Okay. So we are not used to sitting like this anymore. But in India, of course, when we grew up, everybody sits like this and to take a dump. But nowadays we don't. And this is a wonderful little pressure on all your intestines, and it's also kind of a power muktasan, if you will. And you sit like this, and you see if you can put your head and put your nose in between the two knees. Keep pulling your knees towards you. Now, when you come out of it, observe how the head is rising up. Be aware of every second the body is moving. Be aware of that. Slowly raise your head up and slowly release your grip from the elbows. and realize that the knees are going apart, the hands are going apart, and slowly, 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 slowly open it. Be aware that the body is in motion. Observe every move the body is making, and gently put your hands down onto the mat and push, pull your feet towards the wall. Okay, and then you sit like this. So you're in the Baddha Konasana, but using the wall. So what that does, normally in the Baddha Konasana, when you're sitting and you're trying to pull yourself, the back tends to kind of round off. And what this is going to do is going to keep your back straight. So establish complete contact with the back at the back. Okay. Um, and then don't yet move your feet in the Baddha Konasana. Let them be like this, flat on the ground, and put your hands on the knees, and that is going to put the pressure on the knees, and it is a hip opener. So it's going to start opening your hips a little bit, and put your head against the wall, and take a deep dive inside. Close your eyes. And observe that stillness of the body. Feel where the tension is building up slowly, slowly. And we purposely are putting ourselves into awkward positions, difficult positions. Knowingly, we are going there, consciously, we are making that move. And this is an opportunity for psychological growth. It allows us to become more resilient. It's a mental game, and then we can bring the feet in actual Baddha Konasana. So you put them on the sideways like this, and see the soles of the feet can match each other, face each other, and then go down. And you will see that you will go deeper into against the wall. Your body is going to slide, and your bummy may rest on the ground. And now put your hand on the knees. And this is a little deeper position. And put your head against the wall and relax. Feel the tension, feel the heat developing in the groin area. And just take note of it. Don't say yay or nay, I like it or I don't like it. Let's not pass any judgment, but just be the witness to all that is happening in the body. Just observe. Do nothing. Take the doership out of there. And you'll start feeling more and more pressure developing in this area right here as the hips are falling outward, as the knees are falling outward. And when you put your hands on it, it adds extra pressure. And that puts us into sometimes in unbearable situations, but you just stay calm from within, let it go. We are neither the body nor the mind. And just observe that mind-body phenomena taking place. The mind is trying to rescue the body is screaming, and you are just a silent witness of this accident. of this happening, of this phenomena. Close your eyes and just do not react to anything that is happening. Just let it be. Just take note, body is in pain. That's okay. Body is in pain. It is painful. Body is in pain. But it's okay. Just observe. And this becomes the true tapasya of the yogi. The tapasya is where the yogi burns in the fire of the pain and comes out on the other side untouched. When the gold goes through the fire, it purifies the gold. It takes away all the residual stuff out of the gold and it becomes 99.99 pure. And this is a purification process through the tapasya of yoga. So just be here. Okay. This gets really, really comfortable after some time. You don't want to get out of it. You start enjoying the pain. So when you get out of that, observe how the hands are pushing you up, 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 and relieving the tension. And take the foot out, one foot out only. The other foot is going to fall on the ground. Okay? And you're still against the back of, push yourself against the wall and tuck your heel into the perineum and look at your right foot, okay, the right toe, and see if you want to grab that toe. Grab it, okay, and make sure that this leg doesn't move. It is going in that direction. So move it even further out if you can. And then with your left hand, grab your knee. Okay, what that's going to do is it's not going to let the body twist in that direction. Okay, so grab your knee with your left hand, grab your toe with the right hand, and stay there. Now, if you cannot do this, you can take the belt and put it on the ball of your foot and then hold it like this. Okay, so in some of the cases, you might be able to go even further down. I invite you to do that, but there is really no need because we are going to hold this pose. Okay, so grab your knee with the left hand, with the right hand, grab the toe, and start pushing the toe away from you. Push the toe away and make it straight. Make that foot perpendicular to the mat. And this is going to pull you further into the pose and you stay there. Close your eyes and focus on the breath. Close your eyes and focus on the breath. If you want to put your left hand further down on the calf muscle, that's okay too. And then look upward. So take your head and put it backward so that you straighten your back out and relax. Ekapad Paschimottanasana. Very good. And don't fight the mind, just observe the mind. Just observe as though mind is not you. Observe that the body is not you. See, in the yogic system, they say that anything that you can perceive, experience, and see with your eyes, or you can feel it, that's not you. And that makes logical sense because anything that you can experience, how can you be that? So Shankaracharya says, I am neither the object of experience, I'm neither the experiencer, and I'm neither the experience itself. So I'm way beyond all of that. That's what he says. And you can experience this right now, you know, that the experience happening of the pain, that experience is being observed by the witnessing element inside us. We are not the object of experience either, so we are not the body. We are not the experiencer who is experiencing it inside, which is the mind, and the collection of the memory and all of that that the mind is accumulating, and it's experiencing something which is agonizing at some point, but neither we are that agony nor the agonized nor the object of agonization. So just observe all of that, realize it, and in that realization we let things go because we are neither any of that. So how does it really matter? So instantly everything just drops. And then we are left just alone. And that aloneness is very deep, it's very powerful, it's implosive. The energy implodes on yourself, okay? Release your position slowly, slowly, let it go. Observe that the hand is moving towards you. Observe, and we are neither the body nor the mind. We just said that. And I think I just lost my Bluetooth, but I hope you all can hear me. And put your right heel into the perineum and push against the wall at the same time. Take this knee and move it outward towards the wall in that direction and scoot yourself like this. And then see if you can grab your toe. If you need to bend your knee a little bit, that's okay. You can bend it like this, grab the toe, and then put it out. Okay, that's also easily doable. Okay, now take your right hand and grab the knee on this side. And make sure that what this is doing is twisting you towards in that direction. Okay, so the idea is that your frame work is perpendicular to this leg. Okay, so you're grabbing the toe, but your body tends to go that way. You see, my hand is here, so I'm going to turn and grab the knee this way. And that ensures kind of that my body is facing towards the screen. Okay, now grab it and let's take a deep dive inside. Close your eyes. And bring your attention back to this breathing. Breath is the friend here because breath is an involuntary process that doesn't need any doership on our part. So it is already beyond the mind. It's something that is already beyond our doing. The heart rate, the heartbeat, all the involuntary functions from the parasympathetic nervous system, they are beyond our control. And they don't need our doership there. When we eat the food, We chew it for some time. And once you gulp it down, the body takes over. The peristalsis takes over and pushes the food into the tummy. And everything involuntary starts happening. And so the breath being something that is in between the voluntary and involuntary systems. The sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems both have say in the decision making, kind of, if you will, of the mind. So, mind is the connecting link, rather, the breath is the connecting link between the mind and that which is beyond the mind. And what is beyond the mind? That which is beyond the mind. That is all that can be said about it. That which is. I'm using the terminology of J. Krishnamurti. That which is. And that isness is something that makes us feel alive, something that makes us feel the sense of existence. And even that sense of existence is not us, because it is an experience. We are neither the experience nor the object of experience, nor the object or the experiencer. So let's internalize this truth. Let it sink in to the deepest parts of our existence. And relax. Leave the hands and pull them towards the body. Observe every movement that the body is making. Be the silent witness to all of these movements. And then we're going to straighten the leg. And we're going to start rising up and coming to the standing position. Okay, now so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a block like this and put it on the mat, and then come to a kneel down position like this and stand erect. Okay, and I don't know if you can see me, but there you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the left leg and point in that direction, and then take the right one and put it out here. And then I'm going to stack my knees on against each other. So basically I'm taking both my feet in the opposite direction like this, okay? Like that. And then I'm going to put pressure on my knee like this, and I'm going to settle down on the block at the back. Keep pushing, keep following, and you sit on the block. All right, very good. Okay, so we are kind of into the Gomukhasana. Adjust your block if you want to, and sit comfortably right here. And make sure that this leg or this feet doesn't go that way, and pull it towards you so that both the knees are perfectly stacked on top of each other like this. This is the mouth of the cow. Okay, so, and that cow has this nose and the lower lip like this, and then these are the two ears of the cow. All right, now make your back straight. Take the belt and drape it at the back like this, and hold the belt. And connect your right ear to the right biceps. And That is the Gomukhasana. Ideally, you should be able to hold your hands without the belt. But that's okay. I mean, it is where you are. You can only start the journey from where we are and take one baby step at a time and close your eyes. Make sure the neck is not falling like this. Back is straight, neck is straight. Get a nice grip at the back here and just relax. Let's see if we can do Ujjayi breathing right here. So take a conscious breath in with the epiglottis constricted. So essentially, they call it the sea breath, or you can hear the sea waxing and waning with every wave. And that's the sound of the sea that you're trying to make at your throat. Now see if you can make that same sound without opening the mouth. And relax. And this will give you really good exercise, stretching on the biceps. You know, when you're doing this, already this part of your shoulder is getting pulled back. Now we're going to do the opposite side. So what you're going to do is gently get up and come back to your knees. And this time, put the right knee behind the left knee and kick it like this. If you kick it, you get a really nice tight joint back there. And then you start sitting back again. Hold both of your feet like this so they don't move. There you go. And push this knee down, nicely firm. And make sure both the knees are kind of stacked on top of each other. And this could be a really good position to even sit after dinner. You know, these are all meditative poses that keep your back straight, your spine straight, and you just sit and do your daily activity. Instead of sitting on the sofa, you can keep the sofa at the back that you can relax on, you know, like, and recline on a little bit if you wanted to. But this could be really a good digestive pose, just like the Vajrasana. Okay. Now we're going to do the opposite. So this time, take the left hand up and grab the belt with your right hand at the back and see if you can narrow that gap a little bit. You know, pull the belt slowly, 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 rise, climb that belt up from the right hand and descend down with your left hand and narrow that gap between the two hands. Okay, now keep your neck erect, back erect, and see if your biceps can touch the earlobes and relax. close your eyes. And let's observe this time where all we are feeling the heat, where all we are feeling the tension. Let's get back the Ujjayi breathing active. So long, deep, and controlled breathing in and out. And with your right hand, you can push the back so that you can basically sit perfectly erect, perpendicular to the mat. If holding the hands is too uncomfortable, you can release the hands and put them just on your knees like this and sit. Wonderful. Few more seconds here and then we can release. So one more thing I do with this exercise is I drape my belt on this foot here. And then I take the belt on the other side like this and pull it. Pull. Okay. And then put your hand here. So you can weave the belt through your thumb like this. So it makes this a little bit a tighter position like this. And you can sit. And you will feel entire muscles on this side are getting stretched. And you're basically toning the body. The lower body, you're toning it. And once you feel a little bit more comfortable, pull it even further, take the belt, pull it on this side and make a tighter joint like this. And you can sit like that too. Okay, I think that's enough with this belt. We can release and take it out. Now, we are going to go into our favorite position, Ashwasanchalam. Okay, so get into a tabletop like this and put your right foot between, or you can take this hand here and put the right foot on this side. Okay, so put the right foot out there and with your elbow inside this time. So your shoulder is inside. Okay, there you go. Put your hands down, take that back foot back, and don't worry about the alignment right now. So there is no need to pull this in or anything. If it needs to go outward, that's okay. And then put your both hands down and then see if you want to take a block under your left elbow and put your left elbow on it. Okay. And if you can put your elbow completely down, that's okay also. All right. And uncurl your toe at the back and let the sole of your feet at the back face the sky and relax. They call this the crooked monkey pose. And you can take the other block also and put it next to it and see if you can put both the elbows down. Come back to the breathing. Ujjayi breathing. Deep Ujjayi breathing and excellent control of release. Few more seconds here. And slowly push with your right hand up and release the pose. Observe the body making the move and come to kneeling position again. Put your right foot next to the left foot. Move the blocks on this side and let's see if we can put the left foot out this time. And then uncurl your toes at the back and see if you can come to the other side. You will realize that one side is more flexible than the other. Okay, so if you want to adjust the blocks a little bit, that's okay. Or if you want to keep your elbow on the block like this, and even if you cannot put the other elbow on here, you can make it stand up like that. Okay, and then put your elbow on top of that. And that's okay. I think because we are adjusting to our bodily requirement, and it's neither about the body nor the mind. So why bother about it? You see, don't get ruffled if you cannot be in the pose. The idea is that to put yourself in a situation which is uncomfortable. So the level of uncomfort, discomfort is different for everybody. Okay, so take the block up. Don't feel that I have to put the block like that. I'm ashamed about it. Nothing like that. Okay. So don't worry about it. Just put the block up and put the elbow on top of it and listen inwards, look inwards, and just surrender into this pose. And surrendering is not the way the West understands to surrender. Surrendering is not where the president is not surrendering. That's not the surrendering I'm talking about. I'm talking about surrendering is coming to the present moment and you withdraw your senses completely inside and let things be and feel that you're nothing. Feel that we are not even a speck in this universe. The sun goes around the center of the galaxy, the galactic year. One galactic year is 250 million years of the Earth. So you can think about how vast this universe is, just the center of that. And the sun is probably going to make another 2 rounds, or maybe even 1.5 round to this galactic year, and as will be the end of this solar system. So if you think at that scale, there is that internalized surrendering that happens, that I am nothing compared to what's happening out there. In Hindi, they say, Nirbal ke Balram, Hare ko Harinam. So that's the kind of surrendering I'm talking about. So the moment you become Nirbal, then the Balram takes over. Okay? The moment you call it that I'm nothing, then the universe takes over and you become part of that universe. As the river surrenders into the ocean at the delta, it must be worried. It must be like, should I plunge into the ocean or not? It must be thinking twice. All the journey I made from Gangotri, all the journey that I enjoyed, several pilgrimage places, people bathed in me, all that identity is getting about to get lost right here. Okay, relax here. Put your hands on the block, hold your block like this, and relax. And at the end of the day, the river must be thinking at the delta, oh my God, this ocean is so big. Should I go in it or should I not? Should I go back? But there is no option for the river at that point but to jump into the ocean. And the moment it jumps, it becomes the ocean. That is the surrendering we are talking about in the yogic system. It's not about surrendering your ego, like I've lost a battle or something like that. That's not the surrendering. This is about the winning and becoming the ocean yourself. The moment the drop falls in the ocean, it becomes the ocean. So put your hands on the mat and put your head down and relax. Okay, I think we've relaxed enough. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to put you back here and we're going to see if we can go into another pose. So put your blocks at the back and sit in Vajrasana. You're basically sitting on your heels or in between the heels. The heels will tend to go that way, which is not the most ideal thing. The ideal thing is that the heels should stay together like this, and you sit on top of that. So the entire feet from the toe to the heel are connected. Okay. But if you want to let the heels fall back and kind of slide your bum in between the two heels, that's okay. Put your block at the back and see if you can go back. All right, so now we are going to Supta Vajrasana, sleeping pose in the Vajrasana. So the reason I'm putting the blocks at the back is you can put your elbows on top of it right now. And when you feel comfortable, if you want to lie completely down, that's okay too. Okay, so here we go. Put your elbow and relax. Hang in there. Hang in the middle of the most uncomfortable position. Hang. And see if you can bring your knees together. But if you want to keep them apart, that's also fine. But ideally, the knees should be together. So what I tend to do is I take the belt. Again, this is where the belt comes in handy. You wear it and bring it out here. and tighten it. And just tighten it, don't tighten it too much. So it only allows the knees to kind of stay together a little bit, you know. That's all I'm doing. I'm just basically tightening it a little bit and then going backward. And so it keeps the knees in line with the hips, okay? And that's really essential. Anyway, in the Vajrasana, you're supposed to keep about 4 inches gap between the knees. So that is exactly what I have right now. So, and then you go back and you will feel that the belt is allowing, or rather holding all of that alignment perfectly in place. And then you just relax here. This is not a full Supta Vajrasana. Those who want to completely sleep at the back, I invite you to do it. And it's not really necessary as long as you're putting yourself in an uncomfortable position to observe the mind, observe the struggling mind that is so uncomfortable, yelling at the top of its voice, saying, "Get me out of here." And you just surrender. Just surrender in that pose. Nirbal ke Balram, Hare ko Harinam. And this is only making you mentally strong. It is absolutely amazing how much resilience you can develop, mental resilience, by doing this long holds. And you will feel when you're facing real life situations, when you are put in a difficult situation sometimes, in the offices, on the roads, in the stores, or even at the family level, you are mentally challenged. And that's where you kind of stick it out. You hold yourself in there firm and do not move. There we go. Come back to Vajrasana and release your belt. And get out of there. Excuse me. Okay. I think one last pose I would like to do is Sarvangasana maybe. And I typically like to use the wall on the Sarvangasana. So if I can turn the computer this way a little bit and backward so you can see me a little better. Okay, so take the blocks away, you don't need them anymore. And sit against the wall with your about 2 feet away. Your bummy is about 2 feet away from the wall. And keep sliding closer and closer. See if you can get even closer. And then lie down. And lie down. And then put your feet on the top, one at a time. And let the back settle down. You can feel that the back wants to relax. It just settles down really nice. And then bend your feet almost 90 degrees and gently rise. Take your hips and rise them and put your feet up and walk on your shoulders like this. Get closer. Get closer.
And then Sarvangasana is basically a version of Skandarasana, basically, because Skanda means shoulder. And so then put your feet up one at a time and see if you can push with your hands, get a nice support down there. And your thumb should be around just on the last rib cage bone right here on this side. So if you're not there, that means you haven't pushed yourself up enough. And then take the second foot and look at your big toes. And close your eyes. And those who want to keep their feet on the wall, that's okay too. And then gently fold one leg and put it on the wall. Fold the other leg and put it on the wall. And see if you want to push your hips even further up and walk towards the wall. Walk towards the wall. Very nice. Okay, there we go. And then just put your feet on top of the wall like this, straighten them out. That becomes the Viparit Karni. And relax. Okay, relax. Take it out, push with your feet, and walk back. And gently put your hips down. There you go. And relax here. Your back will bless you at this point in time. Very good. Now slide your feet downward and see if you can get that other position. This is where we started, remember? But we were 90 degrees against the wall. And we've come to the same position at another 90 degrees with the back on the wall, on the ground, and the feet on the wall. And see if you can grab your feet and pull towards you. And see if you can put your nose in between the two knees. And gently relax. Very good. To get out of this pose, you just turn sideways. Just turn sideways and get out. Wonderful. Okay. And one more thing we want to do quickly is what we have not done is to rotate. So we'll do that real quick. I'm going to put you down here and I'm going to lie on the ground with my head facing to you guys like this so you can see what I'm doing with the feet. Okay, take the blocks out. You don't need the blocks anymore. Put them aside and spread your arms wide apart like this on the ground. Now, take your right foot and cross it over and open it up a little bit and tuck your toe under your calf muscle, okay? And then bring it back up like this. So you have a nice kind of Garudasana kind of interlocking of legs, which are going over like this. And then see if you want to twist it. Let it just fall on this side. Don't make any effort on your side. Just let it fall. Let the gravity take over, okay? But make sure the hands are firmly grounded out here and let it go. Let it go. Let the gravity do its job. And you may want to release the entire tension in your thighs. And that will only allow this thing to go even further out. Because if you tend to hold back, and then you're afraid that it's going to go and give me the pain, that whole game has to come to an end immediately, just like that. And just withdraw all your efforts and your resistance from within and let it just go. Let it be. And you'll immediately realize that the body relaxes. And we'll start pulling your sides from here. And feel that contortion of the body. Let it go. And gently pull it back. Very good. And then release your feet from underneath and put it here like this. And pull your left heel towards the butt as much as you can. Okay? And then let it fall again in the same direction. And you will realize that your right foot is going to settle down. It may touch the ground, and then you relax the left knee and let it fall. You may feel some stretch in the back. If you're getting any kind of stitch in the back, just pull back yourself again, relax, and then go again back into the position. So, and come back. And now this time we are going to go and pull ourselves towards the knee. So put your hand in and grab this knee, the left knee, and crisscross your fingers like that over the knee and pull. Pull towards you. And hold. And relax right here. Then take your hand out and grab it from outside. And you'll realize you'll go deeper into the pose. like we were doing the Gomukhasana earlier on. So if you want to slide your knee completely, that's also fine. And then keep pulling. Keep pulling. And see if you can touch your nose to the knee. Very good. And relax. And now we'll do the opposite side. So put your foot down, take your left foot, crisscross it, and straighten it a little bit, your right foot, and then tuck your left toes inside. Your left toes should go under your calf muscle. And once you lock them in, then take your right foot and bring it back to where it was. Like that. Okay. And then let it fall on the right side. And let it go. And all that internal resistance drop. Let it drop. You may feel that the body is inching away into the pose. Slowly, slowly, it is succumbing to the gravity. And this is a great stretch. And it will take all the toxins out. It's a very wringing exercise. You're wringing your body, basically. Every time you wring that sponge, some soap comes out. You put it, hold it under the tap, you wring it again, some more soap comes out. So hold it in the tap like this, let fresh blood flow there, and then wring it again. And bring it back again. Fresh blood is going to go there again. And wring it back again. And more toxins will come out. Very good. Make sure your hands are firmly on the ground and they're not raising. Your shoulders are on the ground as well. And relax, finally. There you go. And unlock your feet and put your ankle on top of your right knee. There you go. Wonderful. And then put your hand inside, grab the right knee and pull towards you. Pull and let the head relax. And keep applying the pressure. Keep using your mind as a tool to instruct the body to pull. And observe dispassionately what is happening in the left glutes and the butts. And all of those muscles are getting stretched. You know, this is how traditionally yoga was practiced. So gentle that your heart rate hardly even goes up and you get a full body exercise. Your breath rate hardly even goes up and almost becomes an anaerobic form of exercise. It's a mental game. Hold and you just observe. You hold and you just observe. And let it go. Okay? Then grab it from outside and let the knees come together and you pull. And see if you can touch your nose to the knee and relax here. Keep pulling and observe that the knees are both stacked like the Gomukhasana we did. And keep pulling and relax. See, if you do practice like this, there is no scope for any injury to happen. You take it very gently, you listen to your body, you're in the present moment, you take the doership out, you keep the heart rate at normal, and um, you know, and then everything becomes, you turn on some nice music and just zone out, you know, and it becomes a super relaxing way of doing exercise as opposed to, I mean, I'm not against gyms, but I get more stressed in gyms than anywhere else, you know, with that loud music going on and, you're pumping iron, and it becomes more stressful at the bodily level, at the mental level, at the psychic level. Everything just becomes crazy, even more than what you were stressed in the office the whole day. So there we go. I think we are coming to the end of the show today, and we're just going to relax now. So relax with your feet apart and put your hands, bring your elbows closer to your torso and let the hands go outward so that your shoulder blades are fully rested on the mat or on the floor. And close your eyes. Enjoy the relaxation after this deep stimulation that we did. Deep body massage is what we did. Deep tissue massage, detox. And now you're just relaxing. Feel the body against the mat or on the floor. Let the body and the mat become one. Relax. Pratah smarami hृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम् Satchit Sukham Paramahansagatim Turiyam Yat Swapna Jagara Sushuptamavaiti Nityam Tad Brahmanishkalamaham Nacha Bhuta Sangha Pratar Bhajami Manasa Vachasa Agamyam Vacho Vibhanti Nikhila Yadanam Grahena Yantneti Neti Vachanair Nigama Avocham Standeva Deva Majabachyatamahurakram Pratar Smarami Hृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम्
Sachit Sukham Paramahansagatim Turiyam Pratarnamami Tamasah Paramarkavarnam Purnam Sanatanapadam Purushottamakyam Yasminnidam Jagadasheshamasheshamurto Rajvam Bhujangam Iva Pratibhasitam Vai Rajvam Bhujangam Iva Pratibhasitam Vai Rajvam Bhujangam Iva Pratibhasitam Vai. Gently raise your left arm, fold your right leg, and turn to the left side. And put your head on top of your left bicep. With the right hand in front of the chest, push and gently come up. Make sure your head is the last thing that comes up. And come to a seated position. We'll say the prayer and close out. We are back to where we started. Join your hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Keep your neck and back erect. And relax your thighs. Relax your entire upper body. Relax your shoulders. Relax your scalp, your head, your ears, forehead, cheeks, nose, lips and chin. And relax your eyelids, your eyeballs, and finally let the tongue settle in the mouth. And take a deep breath. We'll say Om. 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 Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Chavaidikena Yopakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Abahu Purushakaram Shankha Chakra Siddharinam Sahasrara Shirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Hari Rub your palms. And put your soft palms on your eyelids and see the difference between when you started the practice and now. You probably feel that the Chidakash, the mental space inside, is charged and it's a little different. You may see some colors, you may see some geometric shapes, some animals, some okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all had a great Diwali and you have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I'll see you next Sunday. I was not going to teach next Sunday because I was going to be out of town, but because of COVID reasons, we canceled the whole program. So I think we can have the